friends, and welcome to Tune In. I'm your host, Chris Holt, and today we're filming from the historic Kimberton Arts Building in lovely downtown Kimberton. And today it's my pleasure to be here with a good friend of mine, longtime friend, musician, songwriter, dad, awesome husband, and a great human being, JD Malone. JD, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing excellent. How
Welcome,
about you, Chris?
Welcome to the show. I'm
Thank
doing
you.
great. Yeah, and so you're really a songwriter at heart. And so how does it work for you? Do you start with lyrics, or do you start with a melody on a guitar, or explain a little bit about your process?
So the process over the years has evolved. A big epiphany for me was that when I was growing up and going through high school, I won awards in English. So I write proper English, but when I sing, I want to sing the way I talk. So I had to fight against writing lyrics. So what I discovered for me was that I write no lyrics down. Lyrics are only in my head.
Wow, okay.
So, but over the years, to become a better and more mature songwriter, I now, when a song is about 75%, 80% finished, I will now write out the lyrics and then pick out where I can be more descriptive, use the craft of songwriting to better those lyrics.
Wow, that's awesome. Does it always come lyrics first or music first?
It's different all the time. The majority, I would say, of my better songs come with a phrase first. So for instance, I have a song called Don't Leave Tonight, and the cadence is set. Do me a favor, don't leave tonight. Do me a favor, don't leave tonight. That sets the cadence, it also sets the key, and so a lot of times I will come up with that line and I will just sing it and I will just start playing the first chord.
What was your first instrument that you picked up, and how old were you when you started music?
So my first instrument I picked up was a baseball bat, and I faked playing guitar.
That is an instrument.
I was probably 8 years old, and then I would put on shows, put on a record and sing and play the baseball bat for my family. And then that grew to doing it for the neighborhood. And then I was kind of a shy kid growing up, but 7th grade, home ec, I totally remember sitting on a table and singing to the whole class. And then also things like taking the bus ride home. Somebody would ask me to sing a song, an Eagles song or something, and I would sing and the bus would be quiet, and
Wow.
I would just sing the whole bus.
You have a ton of amazing musicians, and your band is actually called JD Malone and the Experts, which I love. And I was like, oh, that's a great name. Oh yeah, everyone's a complete expert in your band, and it's impressive. If you haven't gone out to see these guys play, please go and see JD Malone and the Experts. You had an epic run in an awesome cover band, Steamroller Picnic. I mean, I see you up on stage singing Rage Against the Machine and everything. Right. I mean, you're so versatile. Tell me a little bit about that experience and that run.
So what's interesting about Steamroller is when that band was started, it was me and a band and an original, and 4 members of an original band from New York City. So the intention was always to write your own songs and be originals. And then Steamroller did attain that with the 2002 release of Grow, which was also on MTV and MTV Advance Warning and all that stuff. So once I discovered that I was becoming a better songwriter, that was the end of that chapter of my life.
Gotcha. As a songwriter yourself, I'm sure you're such a fan of other songwriters. So what are your top 5 songwriters? So
I would say I have four top songwriters at this point in my life. Obviously, I've been listening to music all my life. I have great reverence for Zeppelin and all the classic rock that's come before me. At this point in my life as a songwriter, my top 4 favorites are Jason Isbell, David Gray, Kathleen Edwards, and Katie Tunstall.
Wow.
So 2 men and 2 women.
Love it.
So I used to produce the Y100 Tuesday Night Music Club show every Tuesday. That's where I met you, actually.
It was.
I had your band Shovelhook on there.
Yeah.
But I used to, one of my bennies from that was I used to go to the Y100 Sonic sessions. And so, in a room maybe the size of this with 40 people, see the Black Crowes, to see Natalie Merchant.
Wow.
So sitting on the floor and just, seeing that, having that experience. So,
I got to see a perfect circle like that. And my feet were on the monitor and Maynard was right there. And I'm like, just jaw dropping. Yeah, those sonic sessions were incredible. JD, what did you do for the last 18 months all cooped up with, the way the world is right now?
Yes, so I do play a lot of like bar restaurant shows, which include covers. So obviously when those shows stopped, I didn't really have to put much effort into that part of my music career. So I focused on songwriting. And I was not a fan of the homemade Zoom show. So I didn't do any of that. And I just focused on songwriting, because when it comes to songwriting, the difference between amateur songwriters and professional songwriters, and mature songwriters, I want to say, is the ability for the rewrite. And so that's what I focused on, and now that means my collection of songs is in real top form to be able to go into the studio. So that's what I did focus on. But when things really dried up, from the second week of December to the second week of April, I worked at Target.
No way.
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah.
That's awesome.
So I got in on the the seasonal.
Right. Yeah.
And I did that for how many months that is, like 5 months.
And then I believe they wanted you to like be a manager and
They
step
did.
up, and you're like,
Yeah.
no, I'm
Yeah.
a musician, thank you.
Yeah, well, I kept having to remind them that this was only temporary.
They're like, please stay. You're awesome.
If I bought you a pink Cadillac, tell me you want it, shine the sports car. Look to the left, look to the right, $24 in my pocket tonight.
Recently, you just played the Kimberton Arts and Music Festival. How was that?
I love those kind of shows because I got to play with my band for that show. And the township shows are wonderful because the township provides a wonderful sound system and a pavilion to play in. They promote it, they have the food trucks, they have the craft vendors. And again, it's about the experience that you're providing for the people to come see you. And to top it all off, it was a beautiful early fall day, and it was absolutely perfect. So those kind of shows I love: Lansdale, Kimberton, Norristown, Phoenixville. Any town that puts that kind of stuff on, thank you very much.
Yes. They are lovely concerts too, as a concert goer even. They're lovely shows to come and just sit and enjoy.
Right.
Such an active music career. What's coming up next?
Because the pandemic allowed me to work on my songs and hone that down, the band is going into, myself and the band are going into the studio on October 10th, Katona Sound in upstate New York, working with Pete Donnelly.
Excellent.
So I'm very excited to get that next batch of songs out. And it's hard to say, do you call it a record? Because I don't even know if there's going to be a physical copy anymore.
We're creating a download.
Yeah.
That's what we're creating.
Yeah.
We're creating a download. Yeah, it's crazy in these times because there aren't going to be CDs like there were. How many songs do you come to the table knowing there'll be maybe 10 or 12 selected? How many songs do you come prepared?
I like to come with about 10 songs that I feel confident about, but I also have other songs because I like to create a band atmosphere. I have songs that the band has never heard, because more than documenting my songs, my goal is to create magic. And that's what my goal is. So I want to have different levels of how do I create that magic. So you have, some songs that you feel really good about that should be on there, but I'm always open to saying this song instead of that song.
You're all over everywhere, I know this, but where's the best place for us to find your music?
The best place is the brain, my website, jdmalone.com. From there, you can reach YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Bandcamp if that's what you do. What else is there? Instagram, Twitter, whatever your thing is. But the music, iTunes, Spotify, And I do have CDs. I do have CDs because I'm older, so people still buy CDs for me. If you're a young musician, you don't have to worry about CDs. You have to worry about records now.
Yeah.
Which I don't have to worry about.
Right.
I don't worry about records. I worry about CDs. It all depends on who your fan base is, your
Yeah.
friend base.
Yeah.
I like to call it friend base anymore.
Right. It is that. Am I in your friend base?
You are.
Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Chris Holt. We're coming to you today from the Kimberton Arts Building in lovely downtown Kimberton. Thank you, JD Malone, and we'll see you next time on Tune In. So what do you say we play a tune? Let's go get our guitars. Hey, how'd I get your guitar?
Close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
There you go. All right.
So this song's called She Likes. It's from the 2011 record Avalon. She likes 6 feet under. She liked below. She liked the summer. She liked warm glove. She loved her children. She got good friends. She liked guacamole. She liked happy ends. She likes me. She's my girl. She's my baby. She liked the taste of vodka. She liked good food. She likes the boogie. She got good mood. She likes pretty flowers. Perfume so sweet. Sleeping late on Sunday, yeah, yeah. She likes the beach. Yeah, she likes me. She's my girl. She's my baby, my baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She likes me. Yeah, she's my girl. She's my baby. Play, Chris. Yeah. Nice, brother. She liked cotton candy, sugar snaps, no peas. She liked jewelry, expensive or cheap. She liked vacation any time of year. Yeah. She liked choosing handbags, wish you were here, my baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She likes me. Yeah, yeah. She's my girl. She's my baby, yeah, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. She likes me. Yeah, yeah. She's my girl. She's my baby, my baby. 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 Baby, my